I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything.
Alright, anyways. Welcome, everybody, to House of SARH, continuing this. This is a match that needed to be streamed a long time ago, but obviously I'm basically the only one doing these besides Cookie every now and then. But this is a losers bracket match between 343 and Toro. This was actually one of the first losers bracket matches to take place. So we'll just get right on into it and take a look at the 343 guys. And as you can see, I did install their skins. We'll also take a look at the Toro skins because their skins are really, really neat. These are, obviously, the 343 guys are a Japanese national team. As you can see, we got Hornets here, 6 Sparrows, 2 Sidewinders, and they've got centerline tanks. And it looks like they might all be taking the exact same loadout here. Actually, they are not. Looks like Suni Kukun, is that what his name is? Suni Kukun has 4 Sparrows and 6 Sidewinders, so he's looking to start brawling. Rossman over here taking out the exact same loadout, so looks like they might fly together as a pair and might be looking to brawl a little bit. Starry Fox 9, who I think is the leader of 343. I'm not actually too sure who's the leader of it, but I know Starry's name for sure and Rossman. But he's, obviously taking that. Noel, 5733, same loadout, and Unamusuke is he's loading up. Okay, it looks like he's taking 6 as well. So it's going to be full Hornets from 343, complete Hornet setup from the 343 guys, and which I believe is their main play, and I think that's real. I mean, they have skins and stuff for the SU-33 and whatnot, but they wanted to just test out the flanker, but now they're doing now they're sticking with their Hornet. And it looks like Toro so far is also taking Hornet. They got 5 Hornets, insane. So real quick, let me look at the chat. Panoramics. I'll be okay. Like I said, I just finished up my summer semester of college, and I haven't streamed in like 2 or 3 weeks, so I've just been a little bit tired. But anyways, looking at the Toro guys, again, we got 5 Hornets, so we're gonna have 10 Hornets in this fight, which is gonna be pretty insane. If we look at the Toro skins, look at those babies. Ooh, they shine. My God, look at that. Reflective, really, really pretty. But over here, Fair 109, he's got 4 Sparrows. Yep, 2 on the wings, and 4 Sidewinders, and then he's got also, noticeably, a Lantern Pod. Not a Lantern Pod, Lightning Pod. Unless, is that a Lantern? Or is it the Lightning? I think it's the Lightning. Either way, he's got a targeting pod on his jet, and he's got 4 and 4 when it comes to the missiles. And if we go back to Werewolf back here, he has kind of a similar loadout, except he's swapped, like, the missiles are swapped to the other side, and instead of going for the targeting pod, he's going for an extra Sparrow. Pyrox back here, he is going for just 4 Sparrows. He's going for raw speed, probably picking up. This loadout looks similar to the ones from 64th, so, or like this specific one where it's wonky with the Sparrows and the outer pylons. So maybe that's from them. And then if we look at Mustang 51, who I don't think fought in the last match that Toro fought in, but he's taken 5 Sparrows, 4 Sidewinders, so they're really bulking themselves out with missiles as the Hornet tends to do. And then here we go, we got Kistoy, last Hornet on the team, certainly not least, but he's also got 4 Sparrows, so looks like 2 of the Toro guys are going to be going for just, hopefully they're going for just raw speed and aggression on that first pass, and then the rest of them are kind of going more for a long game. I do have to say that I think the 343 guys are a little bit more organized in terms of their loadouts. The Toro guys do have a lot of, like, they have 2 guys with the same loadout. Fair 109 technically has the same loadout as all of them, but it's you know, he's got that TGP, so he's lacking a Sparrow. So we're just gonna get our standard pretty little shots here. Rossman going for raw speed. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's gonna be really, I am absolutely super interested in seeing how this fight goes. I don't actually, again, this fight happened like a month ago, but I don't remember who won or who lost. I haven't really paid much attention to the losers bracket standings all that much. I do know how many rounds there are, not going to spoil that, but I don't know who actually wins, and I don't know what happens in this fight. But again, it's going to be super interesting because we've got 10 Hornets here. Like, that's pretty, I mean, that's pretty crazy in and of itself. Most of the teams are not running completely symmetrical airframe, you know, flights. Most of them are running very asymmetrical fights, so it really, I mean, I don't know if it's a disadvantage or an advantage or whatever. Some airframes perform better than others. I think it's a much bigger advantage to have a very symmetrical flight, especially because, you know, like interoperability and loadouts and all that stuff. But here we go. And also, it's a good thing I downloaded the skins, because it would be impossible to tell who's who if I did not download these skins. Absolutely gorgeous. It looks like they're going to be ingressing in mill power. They're not going super aggressively here, the Toro guys. Yep, ingressing pretty slowly. So, might take a little bit there. If we look at the 343 guys, we got 2 ship, lone ship, 2 ship back here. Whoops, did not, whoa. Hitting all my F keys wrong. But the 343 guys are going to be a lot more aggressive on this. They are climbing very, very aggressively. And in Afterburner, obviously, the the Toro guys coming in a lot slower, a lot less aggressive. Well, now they're kicking it into burner, I guess, because they're getting all caught up and stuff like that. So they feel comfortable enough to kick it into burner to start climbing. But they're coming in a little bit of a ladder formation here. Heavy lead element there with 3 aircraft in the front. And 343 looks like they're going to be doing a ladder as well. With trying to perform a heavy lead as well, or maybe just like a 2-group range separation or something like that. Not too sure. Wonder how organized they're really going to get. So. Month-old match, no delay in the title. I know, Boomer. Look, there's no delay as in stream delay, but yes, this match has been delayed in terms of streaming. Yes, absolutely. Tell us about how the pods can watch for smoke. Folks might know while they ingress. Wait, how the pods can watch for smoke? Oh, you mean on like the targeting pod, Plasma? Are you talking about the targeting pod? Because I think the only person in the match who has the targeting pod is Fair over here. If I can nab him. Oh, come on. DCS, you suck. There we go. I think the only person, yeah. Well, the thing about, so like, yeah, the best part about the lightning pod or the targeting pods or whatever is more so target identification. Sure, it helps against things like flankers and fulcrums, and even, you know, sometimes, you know, the NATO jets. But the deal is that the missiles in this tournament produce a lot of smoke. It would help a lot more in Fox 3, specifically because, you know, AIM-120s, SD-10s. They don't really produce any smoke. They do still produce a little bit of visible smoke, but not enough for you to really see that at range. So the lantern pod, lightning pod, sniper pod in the future will allow you to see that kind of stuff. But in a tournament like this, where you just get like every missile has smoke except for the AIM-9M, it really doesn't matter all that much in my opinion. You know, maybe if you're just not paying that much attention, or like if you prefer to look heads down in your sensors, I think it'll be better. But in a tournament like this, I really don't think the lightning pod should really be used for anything more than like positive identification, maybe even type identification. Say, you know, you're going up against a mixed bag. You know, your buddy has a target spiked and he's like, hey, I've got an F-16, and then you lock up a guy and you're looking for a flanker, and you lock up that guy, and you can PID that's a flanker. Or if you pick up an F-16, you're like, shoot, wrong guy, I need to find somebody else. Like, I think it's better for that, not really for the missiles, because in this case, because you're firing them so close and everything produces smoke. So I don't think it's that big of a deal for, you know, being able to spot missile launches. Yeah, exactly. Because it's Fox 1, I mean, maybe it's good at picking up long-range IR long bombs like R-27Ts, but even then, again, the R-27 produces a ton of smoke, right? If you get spiked by a 29 or you're untargeted by a 29, you could just look out your window and see a smoke trail coming right at you and be like, okay, that's a T. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, in my team personally, we've trained a lot with Kiop, who are obviously a very dedicated, hardcore flanker group. So we know all about their use of the ET and stuff like that. So you know, we've just made it a habit to periodically flare when they get into a certain range of us, because we know they're gonna just start firing ETs. So I think it's better to rely, or to just, like, you know, periodically flare, rely more on your eyesight than it would be to rely on trying to lock somebody up. Because, you know, because usually when you fire an ET or a T at somebody, you're probably going to shoot them while they're cold, and then you go ahead and skate, you turn cold, so it gets them to recommit into your missile. That's like the best case scenario for an ET or a T or whatever. You know, so if you're waiting to lock someone up, you're not going to see the smoke trail anyways. You'd have to see it in a hot aspect. There's a lot of nuance. There's a lot of difficulty in that. I don't think personally that the lantern pod is best used for spotting missiles that already generate smoke. I think it's a lot better for spotting Phoenix launches, AIM-120 launches, SD-10 launches, etc., etc. You know, anything with smoke is whatever. But anyways, that was a really long tangent about that. Let's look at the match here. So Toro are definitely very much in the bubble. They are going to own this bubble for a little bit. 3-4-3. So yeah, Toro are coming in a very strong 5-ship group altogether. 3-4-3 doing a little bit of a heavy 2-group range separation. We got 3 in the lead group and 2 in the trail group over here. And we got the first missiles out from AIM-7's out, AIM-7P's out from Toro, Fair, Werewolf over here. And only one person in 3-4-3 launched. Starry is now launching his own, so I wonder if they're trying to do some little something here, or maybe one of them got launched and or whatever, or they're just defending, and Starry is currently untargeted. But now all the Toro guys have launched. 3-4-3 guys over here have not launched. The trail group has not launched. They are actually really close. So they held these shots until sub 20 miles. So they can be very deadly if they had good enough energy on them. Looks like this one is not going to hit anything. Actually, I think this missile right here is going after Starry. This one back here is going after one of either Rossman or Suni. Probably Rossman. Looks like some double targeting might have happened here. There's some AIM-7s flying past, and 3-4-3 guys are able to just push in here. A lot of Sparrows just ripping off the wings here. AIM-7 going out onto Fair, probably from Starry. Null firing onto Werewolf, and he's just merging. He's just merging here, and he's running down his guy. Werewolf is going to be stuck. Starry flying into this. Unamu is not being targeted, perhaps. Sunikiku survives. And it looks like one of the 3-4-3 guys just went down to a Sparrow, perhaps, over here on the right-hand side. And it's now just a pretty hectic merge right here in the center. Starry, Kistoy, and Fair need to just, like, recommit really quickly here. I have no idea what's going on. It's kind of hard to track because there's stuff happening here. Looks like Null is being merged with. He's trying to force the overshoot, but it's not going to happen against, you know, Hornet on Hornet. It's going to be really tough. Might see a guns kill here. Ooh, just barely missed that gun. Pyrox needs to come in there and help Null. Unamu right here. Another merge over here with Fox 9. Starry Fox 9 and Fair 109, I believe. Yep. And Aim 9's out, just missing. Mustang just took out one of these guys over here. 343 just went down. I think that was actually a C-fit, not actually a straight-up kill. Fair is now on the 6 of Starry Fox 9. We've got an Aim 9 on his tail, and he's gonna eat that up the tailpipe. Aim 9 out, trading. There's trade right here happening, and now it's just 4 on 1. Toro to 343. Suni Kukun has 2 Sparrows, all of his Winders left. He still very much can easily win this fight, but it looks like Mustang has acquired visual. He's fired an Aim 9, and Mustang does not see the Aim 9 coming in, and he's going to get popped by it. Wow. All right, that was a really hectic match. That was extremely hectic there. Fair 109 possibly about to commit fratricide, but looks like he's not going to do that. But Toro comes out only with 1 loss. Whoever their -2 is went down. Can't remember who that was, but 343 went down pretty quickly here. Kind of interesting that because Toro went really defensive. I think I'm trying to think of what happened here. Because somebody died early on in the 343 side back here, one of the guys in the trailing group, and I think that probably was not good for them. Obviously not, but like Toro were very defensive. Like they were cold being run down. There were 3 of them cold being run down by only 2 of the 343 members. So that, I mean, 343 were very much in a winning position there. So it's very surprising that they lost it. It was probably those merges. Those merges probably crushed 343. They just kind of lost too much SA, and they kind of pushed into merges without really realizing that they were doing so. Because I think 343 should have easily won that. Had they known they were pushing directly into merges, you know, their guys already turned cold. Just ignore him. Realize that you're about to merge with somebody who's probably untargeted, and then you just go ahead and, you know, smoke them. Because it was also very clear that Toro had no idea that they were merged until the merges actually happened. So just very low SA from both sides once the brawling started happening. So it's very interesting. But congratulations to Toro on a round 1 win. Very quick round 1 win. You know, they were way too defensive. But 343 just failed to capitalize on it, and so Toro just was able to come and destroy 343. They got 2 separated and all that stuff. So let's, I'm going to go ahead and go to the intermission, and we're going to go ahead and look at the Tacview, because I really do want to see, there was a lot of crap happening there, and I could not keep track of it. I'm not up to speed yet. But yeah, we'll take a look at the Tacview, see everything I missed, see a little bit more into what exactly was happening. So I will be right back. Alrighty. I'm not muted, am I? I'm not muted? Alright, cool. Too many times that happens. Alrighty, so here we go in the Tacview. Let's actually see how high and how fast all these teams got. 3-4 or Toro over here. I mean, they got really high. They're up here at very close to 40,000 feet right there at the surface ceiling, but noticeably they are subsonic in that transonic region. Haven't really hit, really not super performing the jet. 343 though, they're only down here at 30,000 feet, so significant altitude disadvantage, but noticeably they are supersonic, although not too fast. Could be doing a little bit better, a lot better on the speed. But all these teams took, mostly a pretty heavy loadout for the Hornet, as is usual for a Hornet. So as we can see here, we get a first shot out from Fair, and Werewolf most likely targeting. 343 are flying super close here, so that's really good for denying sorting capability. As you can see, it seems that Starry might have been safe here, because who fires here? So we have an initial launch out from Unamu, and then we have a launch from Starry, but no launch from Null. So Null probably could have been targeted here. Him and Unamu, and Starry was able to kind of just press, is what it looks like. Yeah, it looks like Starry was able to just press untargeted. He eventually gets targeted, which is, I assume, why he fires these flares, but just seems like he was not able to capitalize. Like, see here, I mean, he's 2.2 miles. Like, this is easy kill territory, especially if he, he puts on a Sparrow, fires this Sparrow right here at Kistol. He probably kills him, but clearly he has no situational awareness on him, and he ends up getting. Oh, actually, oh yeah, that's right. This merge here happened. Let's take a look at the merge here. So, because somebody C-fitted at some point here. But good notch from Starry here against Fair's Sparrow. Aim 9 out from Fair does not track whatsoever. We got a merge, 2-circle, low to the deck. Starry just bled all of his energy. Fair still got a little bit of energy, but, gets behind him because of offset circles here. Right here, Starry's going to pull 7.5 Gs fully loaded like this. He's got to go up. He really should have gone up to try and force the 1-circle, but maybe he merged blind or something like that. Well, he clearly knew that he was over here, but I don't know. Starry definitely should have merged here, gone straight up, and then reversed, forced it 1-circle. Probably could have slotted in behind Fair, and then probably killed him with a Sidewinder or even guns. So just unfortunate there for Starry. And then we got to see back here what happened. Okay, Rossman, I think Rossman was the one who went down first, and it does look like he went down to Mustang's Sparrow, and wow, he actually went down to a first pass Sparrow. That is unfortunate there. 20 miles. 20 miles, goes down to a lofted Sparrow here. Just did not respect it really at all, it seems. It actually looks like Rossman was double targeted here. Yeah, by Pyrox and by Mustang. Where's that missile? There it is. Yeah, so just seems like he did not really respect the Sparrow. Maybe he just, I don't know, he flew into it. Probably should have cranked off a little bit more, I think, because where is it? Yeah, this Sparrow that hit him really was not that fast. He kind of just flew into it, so that was very unfortunate for him. And so let's see. So we'll do it from here, actually. Okay, so yeah, I think let me look at here, because I think this was a C-fit from Null, because this was looking like a pretty decent merge here. Very close gunshots from Mustang merging with Null, but Null is just full. Yeah, look at that AOA. He just kills himself. Unfortunate. Just, that's pretty rough. Definitely a little bit too excited, a little too nervous, I guess, into that merge. Really didn't know what to do. Kind of just killed himself trying to stay defensive. It's really obviously it's really tough. Hornet versus Hornet. Symmetrical combat it sucks. It really sucks. You think it would be really easy, but the issue is you merge with somebody, and now you can't really use your airframe's advantages over the other person's disadvantages. You have to. It's purely skill, and that's what's rough. Sunikukun here, clearly no idea what's going on. Really should have seen Mustang here, but fails to do so. Completely overflies him. tries to remerge and then just gets eaten by this aim 9. So that was very bad situational awareness, very bad eyesight there from Sqdn. What happens here to Unamu? So he kind of merges with Mustang here. I guess maybe I don't know. Something happens here, and then he gets targeted by Werewolf. Werewolf fails to get his Sparrow. Merges head on like this. Like, look how close they get. Very, very close. Unamu sees it. Okay, he reverses. They go one circle here. Both launching missiles that are well outside of parameters. Unamu going for the head-on gunshot. And then, let's see, gets merged with Kistoy as well. Unamu, oh, this is where this trade happened. Yep, unfortunate trade there. But, like, again, look at that nose authority from the Hornet. You pull him 30-something AOA there, really getting slow. Same thing from Werewolf. Werewolf is just max deflection here all the way down, trying to get his nose on for a Fox 2 shot, and they are able to trade there. So, unfortunate for Unamu, but, you know, in a situation like this, that's really all you can ask for. And so that just, I mean, yeah, so, I mean, that very, very chaotic, extremely chaotic fight here from the Toro versus 343 match in this first round. I really can't say all too much. Like, I think it really came down. I mean, Rossman dying sucks. It really, really does, especially to a first pass shot. But I really think it came more down to 343's inability to capitalize on a super defensive Toro. You know, Toro, like, as you can see here, right, this is right after Rossman dies. As you can, like, Starry here, he's got clear advantage on both Kistoy and Fair 109 right here. Could very easily kill them. Unamu right here as well could very easily kill Mustang or Pyrox because they're not even looking at him. Null, like, literally behind them, and he's tracking Werewolf over here. He can just completely ignore Werewolf, and if he had the situational awareness, immediately snap right, probably target Pyrox, let Unamu target Mustang, and then you have Suni who can come in here and either fly over right, over to the north to help Starry out with either Kisto or Fair, or he can even continue to track on through here to target Werewolf. So, like, even though they are down by one player, they're down by one guy, they are absolutely in the advantage here positionally. It's not even close. It really isn't close. It's like, because the Toro guys let Null just fly right by them. Unamu's nose on with two of their guys who are currently beaming him. Starry is in a position tailing a beaming and a cold guy, and then Sqdn is able to, like, he's in a good position to just set up to stop it, like either Werewolf or to assist with Starry. It's not really much of a competition here who has the better positioning, regardless of the numbers, right? And if we look at the Toro guys, I mean, again, they're super defensive, right? Clearly here, Kistoy is being targeted by somebody, maybe Sqdn over here, or even Unamu. But even with that being said, you know, if he's got visual on Starry, right, you know, he could instantly snap right, force a merge with Starry, possibly kill him pre-merge or whatnot. You know, Pyrox and Mustang, they definitely have eyes, or they definitely should get eyes on Starry. So at the very least, what you could probably have happen here is Mustang go after the Starry kill here, get that kill, and then you have Pyrox here cutting directly across Mustang to go after Unamu immediately. And then what you could have here is you could have Fair 109. He could continue to arc to the left, come south, try to intercept and kill Null, while Werewolf tries to recommit over here in this direction and either, you know, probably target Sqdn or even help Pyrox here with Unamusuke. You know, so, like, they're in an extremely defensive position, right? But they totally can just instantly destroy this fight simply for having increased numbers. And again, this is all you know, this is all predicated on perfect situational awareness. The RWR, the AWACS and stuff like that has sucked in this competition, like, very badly. So even though you have, essentially, you do have the best SA in the game with the F-18, that doesn't really mean much if you can't really gather that information in other methods with your eyes, your RWR, etc., etc., you know. So if you just rely on data link, you're not really going to get too far. But, like, again, 343 easily could have won in this position. They just had every advantage positionally. Toro could have come back quickly, and they obviously did. A lot of chaos ensued here, and 343 just merged multiple times. I think they had 3 merges here completely blind, 4 merges. Every single merge just did not go their way, so very much sucks for them. But yeah. Anyways, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next round, round 2. So I will be right back. Alrighty. So, here we are with round 2 of 343 versus Toro. Teams have swapped sides. Actually, real quick, gotta fix something. Gotta make sure that the Toro score is set correctly. Boom, there we go. Oh, I keep doing that. I keep doing that where I'm so used to typing numbers in with my numpad, and I keep forgetting that I have my scenes bound to my numpad button. I have to get used to that. I really have to. Let's look at blue team first, because obviously I traditionally like to ride along with the red side. So blue over here, we have Kistoy. 4 Sparrows, so he's going for a little bit of a fast loadout. I think that's the same thing he had last time. Fair 109 going with his classic Lightning Pod 4 and 4. So still looking out for that. Werewolf going with, again, I think this is the exact same loadout he had last time. 5 Sparrows, 4 Sidewinders. Parox going for the 4 and 2. But with the outer pylons mounted for some reason. And then Mustang with the same loadout as Werewolf, just flipped on the other side of the wings. So, I'm going to be looking to see how it turns out. Toro had a very, very good victory, but as I said in the Tacview, 343 really could have won. They really, really should have won that, just positionally, even after Rossman got taken out in the first pass. But they just merged several times and failed to acquire any sort of tally on their opponent. Starry over here, 6 and 2. Unamu 6 and 2. Rossman 6 and 4, or actually 5 and 4. Null 6 and 2, and Suni. Oh, actually, Suni's got a Viper. Oh, whoa. I was not expecting that at all. Maybe Sune's better in a Viper, I guess. But that's a twist right there. Maybe he's gonna try and go for a little bit of sneaky data link passive tracking, radar silent sort of deal here. Would be very interesting to see. The Viper can be extremely, extremely deadly in this kind of tournament, but I'm not really looking I'm not really looking at too many great things, just because the Sparrow is a very, very important missile. It really gives you that range, it gives you the reach, you know, that you can't get out of a Sidewinder. So, looking to see how they are able to use this. Look at how they're going to be able to use that Viper in this fight. So. Just gonna wait for them to start. I'm hopefully 343 do a little bit better in this round. They just gotta watch out for those merges, because I don't know how good 343 are per se. I don't know how much they train certain things like merges, or really, you know, but I think that they should try their very best to just avoid the merge. I think if they can avoid the merge, they'll be a little bit better, because it was clear that, you know, they merged 3 or 4 times in that last round, and they just really did not have it. You know, they were on the defensive like every single time in those initial merges, and it's very hard in a symmetrical dogfight to go from defensive to even neutral, not even particularly offensive, because, you know, everything you can do, your opponent can also do. So it's just a very difficult spot to come from. So looking, match should be getting a roll on in 30 seconds here. So just gonna chill out and wait for that to happen. Also, I just realized, do I even have... Hold on, I have to check this. No, okay, everything's good. I had to make sure that my audio was being ported through to a single output. Alrighty, so teams are on a roll now, 3-4-3. Doing a little bit of a formation takeoff. Alrighty. And they're off. Already in a pretty aggro formation there, right off the takeoff. Toro over here doing a pretty normal takeoff, you know, just lead trail stuff. 2 ship, 1 ship. So, looking to see what happens there. What does it say on the site? Strike first, strike hard, no mercy. That reminds me of the whatchamacallit. That's the Cobra Kai saying from Karate Kid, ain't it? Strike first, strike hard, no mercy. Also, what does it say? Hold on, what does it say on the side there? Whoops. Whoa. Penal Unit Commander, Starry. Is that like a what? At Ishimisu08. Is that who made the skin? Is it like the Twitter handle of the person who made this skin? Rindu Vader on the other side. Food, some anime character on the Japanese roundel there. I do kind of like the scratched out paint on the tail. Not really too sure what it means significantly, but it's kind of a cool touch. I mean, it's got a bit of story to it, you know. So kind of cool. But yeah. Whoa. Zoom in on the anime. Bit of worry there on the anime face. I wonder what character even is that? I don't even know. Some VTuber or something, perhaps. Oh, that's a slick shot right there. That's pretty. That is pretty right there. Might take a screenshot. Might take a screenshot because I think it looks cool. Yo, this pick goes hard. Mind if I screenshot? Alright, let's take a look at where they are. So, looks like the teams are just about to enter the bubble. Toro over here, super close form. At least in a group. Oh my god, just let me. Thank you, DCS. Nice kind of fluid finger 4 there with a trailer in the back. Nice. Looking good. Looking good. I gotta take these screenshots so I can use them in thumbnails later. And there goes the drop tank for Fair 109. So it looks like they might be getting a little bit more speed. Looks like Toro are coming out. They're a little lower. They're only at 28,000, so they're short. They're lower in altitude than last time. Looks like 343 have completely leveled out at 31,000 feet. Here, nearly 32. They're at 38 or 31.8 in altitude, and looks like they might be trying to accelerate, although they're doing it very slowly. Yeah, they're trying to accelerate, but obviously the Hornet's kind of slow. Toro are still trying to climb a little. They're climbing a little bit slower, but you know, they're still getting up there. But looks like both teams, super close formation from both teams this time. Look at that. So a lot more organization from 343 this time. Toro coming in and just straight up single file line there, versus 343 coming in a bit of an arrowhead there. So pretty interesting. Let's see who takes the first shot. 343 are now, they're looking 32,000 feet, Mach 1.1 versus Toro's Mach 1, 28,000 feet. So Toro not going as high as they did last time. Very interesting, but they are faster, just not as fast as the 343 guys. 343 are creeping up to Mach 1.2 here. They're about Mach 1.1 to 1.15 versus Toro's just, you know, about 1.05. Sparrow's coming out over here. Fair 109, I think, took his first shot. Aim 7's coming out over here from 343. Double 2 Aim 7's out here with a third one following up. And then we got 2 more Aim 7's following the Toro guys. And they're going to be starting to defend here. Looks about another, again, about 20 mile shots here. All of the Hornets over here on the 343 side have taken shots, but that F-16 has yet to take a shot. Looks like 4 of the Toro guys have shot. Now the 5th one, Mustang, he's the last guy to shoot. And very clearly you can tell that Mustang is the... Looks like he might be the... Oh, actually, what is going on? Did he get... I think Mustang might have been double sorted here. Mustang perhaps was double sorted. He might go down to this Sparrow. Oh, and he does. very slow speed Sparrow knocks him out. So that's one for 343. They take a guy out in the first pass. 343 looking like they're going a little bit defensive here. I gotta switch over to, I think, this would look a little bit better. So 343 Toro guys collapsing. Looks like Toro lost a second person, and 343 are still up. They have 5 guys. Aim 9M though on Suni, and he goes down to it. Merge here with Null firing an Aim 9N on Fair. Fair goes down, so now it's a 2-on-4 situation. The F-16 unfortunately goes down, and ironically, he goes down to an Aim 9. So very unfortunate there. Holy crap, triple tap from Rossman out on Werewolf. He's laying down some hate there. Holy crap. And he goes down, taking him out. Rossman, nice kill. Aim 7P out on Kistoy, and he goes down. That extremely fast round. My God. These, wow. And look at this dominant performance here from 343 this time. You know, they lost everybody, and Toro only lost a single guy, and now 343 only lost one person and just absolutely crushed Toro here. Like, very impressive comeback compared to their first round, just completely flipping the tables. Plasma, 18's radars are seeing Sparrows as targets and shooting them. First guy who went down. Yeah, it looks like that. I think Mustang might have fired on a Sparrow. So either he doesn't have enough training in the Hornet or something, but yeah, I mean, that really shouldn't have been too, I don't know. Great fight. Now we get on the absolutely. Let's take a look at how many missiles they used here. So Starry took 6 Sparrows, and he used 3 of them. Still has his Sidewinder, so never got within Sidewinder range. Null here. I think they all well, most of them took the same loadout. I think only one person was a bit of a black sheep. But he fired all but 1 Sparrow. He even fired a Sidewinder. Rossman over here. He was the one who took the double M9s, or double Aim 9 rack on the wing, and he has 1 Sidewinder, 2 Sparrows. I think Rossman was also the one that like triple tapped on a guy, so possibly a fat finger. And then if we look at Unamu, only 3 Sparrows. Also, interestingly, fired the belly ones. Can you pick which Sparrows get launched off the Hornet like that? Because I thought it prioritizes the wing-mounted ones first. Very interesting to see the belly ones are launched, but again, pretty minimal missile count usage. Rossman, you know, I mean, he kind of went ham on his missile shots, and same thing for Null here. They kind of went ham. So that F-16 didn't work out as anything other than like a distraction, I guess. But you know, it gave them the necessary time they needed, I guess, to just obliterate Toro. So, yeah. All right, let's go ahead and head to the Tacview to take a look at that, maybe see some stuff that I missed, because I definitely missed stuff. So, yeah, we will be right back. I gotta put the music back on. Alright, so we are back here with the Tacview, and I actually want to see real quick how long it was from the first missile shot to when the round ended. So we got 46, 45, and the round ends at 48, 30. Wow, less than 2 minutes. 5v5 ends in less than 2 minutes. Very, very good work from 343. That was a crazy fast round. What the hell? Crazy. So it looks like Toro here were the first ones to take a shot. And it looks like obviously it came off of Fair. Again, letting it just kind of rip here. 343 retaliates, and it looks like they all, yeah. So all 4 of the Hornets fire in almost the same at almost the same time. Toro, because of their kind of lead trail formation here, they have to take they're taking shots at intervals, so you can see them doing that. Mustang here takes a really late Sparrow shot, and then it kind of looks like, yeah, he just doesn't really defend. He takes way too long to defend, so he clearly got shot at for a long time and just did not react at all to the Sparrow. I thought it was because he got untargeted, but also, oh, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, Mustang targeted a Sparrow, and he tried to kill it, and it did get hit, but it did not kill Null's actual missile here, so, just did not react to being shot at all, and so, died for disrespecting the aim 7 there. And then if we look here, 343 doing a very, very good job at trying to stick together. Null's over here kind of splitting off, but, kind of in a good position to sort of generate a flank here. Looks like Pyrox eats an aim 9. Oh, does he actually eat that? Oh, actually, that F-16 actually did something there. He actually got a kill with an aim 9, which, let's see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, look at that. How far was that? 15,000 feet, 4.5 miles, low to high shot. Pretty substantial initial speed here. Gets that Sidewinder to go Mach 3 and impacts Pyrox. He just didn't see it coming at all. So unfortunate for him. And let's see here. So it looks like 343. So merge here. The F-16 goes down again, like I said, ironically to an aim 9 from Kistoy. And really, really good. So very clearly 343, like, they just completely picked up their situational awareness, like, very high. Double tap here from Null for some reason. Very clearly picked up their SA. Looks like Knowles was coming left over here. I don't know where he was looking. Maybe he was looking down here at the ground. And he definitely saw these flares rip off of Fair's jet, which probably gave him the, he could see Fair, identify him, lock him up. Hostile, Fox 2, kill him. So very, very good acquisition there from Knowles. And obviously he's just perched up here directly overhead the entire fight, so he is a picking of what he wants to get rid of. And let's see. God, there's so much happening. There's so much stuff on the screen. Yeah, so Fair gets taken out, and then we got 4 ship up here. There's not really anything. I mean, in this position, like, especially with Rossman, he's already firing on Werewolf. Null's here clearly in a position to just, go after Kistoy, and there's nothing he can really do, especially after dumping these flares, giving away his position visually. Null's obviously instantly picks up on that aim 7 Sparrow here on this beaming target. He just can't do anything, so he goes down. Rossman over here, he's completely defensive here. He's recommitting, and let's see. Actually, kind of interesting here that he actually picks up Werewolf. Perhaps Werewolf, maybe Rossman actually spotted the Sparrow launch, which would be really keen eyes for him. And so he just locks him up with probably the helmet-mounted acquisition, and just aggressively triple taps the crap out of Werewolf and destroys him here. So I have nothing really to comment on as far as 343's performance goes. This was pretty flawless. Obviously the F-16 went down, but just not paying enough attention. Toro, they got roughed up. Mustang just not respecting a Sparrow coming at him, launching a missile at a Sparrow. So very unfortunate. And then Toro, they're launching, and it just, like, I think they were just out of sync here. They were just, these 4 guys were definitely out of sync. Mustang was absolutely out of sync here, but I think that these 4 Toro guys were just kind of out of sync with the fight. I will remember to change the score, don't worry. I'll do that right before we go back to intermission so I can pull up round 3. But, yeah, there's not really much Toro could have actually done here to come back from this situation, because it was just like 343 were just on the ball this round. Like they were, it kind of seemed like they were just super out of it in that first round, but in this second one they were on top of it here. You know, and they did not let up. They were just very well organized, had much better situational awareness than before, and just picked up kills, you know, left and right there. So, and Toro just seemed to be out of SA, because Pyrox, you know, he goes down to an aim 9 from an F16. Not a good look. Mustang goes down to an aim 7 Sparrow, first pass, because he's just not respecting it, and then Werewolf, Kistoy, and Fair just kind of like merge and then die because they have lower SA and get trapped. Like Fair 109 in a very clear pickle here. Got Null in front of him, Starry behind him, and you know he's trapped. Werewolf here, I mean, he has a good position. Werewolf definitely has a good position here to go after these guys over here, but I mean he's clearly not targeting the correct thing. Looks like I have no idea actually. He might have been targeting this missile, his like Kistoy's missile or something, which looks like exactly what he did, and ends up just being totally out of it and dies. Kistoy here, defensive, extremely defensive for seemingly no reason. It doesn't look like he's locked up by anything, and he just killed a guy, and yet he flares, giving away his position visually to Nulls, and Nulls just smokes him for it. So, not really too sure what exactly was happening here on Kistoy's end, but whatever was happening, it got him killed for sure. So, you know, had he not done that, maybe Nulls would not have picked up on Kistoy, but then again, you know, there's a smoking wreckage of an F-16, you know, flying into the desert right here, so probably would have anyways. But maybe could have been able to trade with Null or even kill him and then probably trade with one of these guys over here. Either way, just a very, very unwinnable position for Toro in that fight. They really did not have it together. So, yeah. All right, let's go ahead and I'm going to change the score right now, actually, just so that's out there. There we go. Oh, I keep doing that. I keep doing it. God damn it. Yeah. So, yeah, let's go ahead and cut to the intermission, and we're gonna be back for round 3, the tiebreaker of this match. So, I will be right back. Alrighty, so should be good here. Score is currently 1-1. You know, and they've swapped sides back to where they should be. Oh, I gotta turn this on right here, and we are good. Aaron's money is on Red Star to win. Like the whole tournament, or the winners bracket fight against Griffin. I'm excited to see Red Star versus Griffin. I really want to know who comes out on top on that one. So looking at 343 Rossman with his classic loadout. And it looks like all the other F-18s are going to be rocking. Yeah, they looks like they're going to be rocking that standard loadout. And Suni Kukun has his F-16 loaded up. Typical. With a typical loadout for that in this tournament. 6 Sidewinders. Then we got Toro over here nice little lineup. Fair 109 again with his 4-4 with a pod. And yeah, it looks like pretty interesting. Mustang looks like his loadout is not working or maybe, I don't know. He forgot to take off, excuse me. He forgot to take off the outer pylons there, it seems. Kistoy doing the 4 there. So looking to see what happens here. Also, while this is happening, I'm going to personally go use the restroom while we're sitting here waiting for them to take off. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, and I am back. All right. So how much longer until they start? They got about a minute until they start. So I don't know. I'm gonna just chill out here. Wait for I don't know. We got there are currently 2 more matches on the docket that I am going to be streaming, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I was probably going to be streaming the Wolfpack versus Griffin match. I heard that one was pretty rough. I heard that one was a really, really rough match. So interested to see exactly what happens there. Then we have Red Star versus 64th match. That is one that I think that one hasn't been streamed yet, and I'm gonna definitely stream that one. So yeah, so there's those 2, and then actually let me check real quick. I can actually check the repositories. Okay, so. And looks like they're rolling. Okay, actually. But it looks like, yeah, Wolfpack versus Griffin. Wolfpack versus OTP. That's a loser's bracket fight. Red Star versus 64th. Griffin versus GRC already happened. I think Cookie streamed that one. Very weird frame lag there, I think. Or maybe it's just screen lag, yeah. So yeah, yeah, okay, so there's still 4 matches, not including my team's fight against TMC, that need to be streamed. I don't really want to stream my own team's fights, because it kind of feels weird. But Wolfpack versus Griffin is one that needs to be streamed. RS64 needs to be streamed. Wolfpack OTP needs to be streamed. And then I'm pretty sure Griffin GRC happened on live stream. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So there's 4 matches. I'm probably going to stream. SARH is fun to watch. Don't care who's flying, but more Red Star would be nice. Yeah, I think I'll stream the 64th Red Star match either tomorrow or the next day. Probably tomorrow. And then follow it up with Wolfpack Griffin, maybe even Wolfpack OTP after that. And yeah, we should be all caught up on everything. Somebody's going to have to stream TMC versus Alamo. Because like I said, I don't want to be the one to stream my own team's matches, because I do participate in those. So I kind of feel weird streaming my own team's stuff, you know. So I would like Cookie to help with that, or I would like somebody else to help with that. I think Dormouse from ETF said that he was interested in helping, but nothing's really come of that. So, but it is fun streaming, you know. But it's kind of like, I think I've streamed every match except for 3, maybe 4 of them. I think I can actually check that right now. Yeah, I've streamed every match so far, except for the except for 4 of them. So yeah. Anyways, Toro on their climb out here. Like I said, I don't actually know who won this fight. I don't know. I really don't remember who won. Also, what is going on over here? What? Looks like 343 going for... What are they doing? Did they lose somebody? They lost. There's only 4 of them here. What happened? I'm actually curious to see what happened. Maybe there was a disconnect? I was just totally not paying attention to anything. Looks like there was some sort of disconnect that happened on the 343 side. It was one of their Hornets. Don't know. Sunikukun's here. Null. Una. Oh, Starry. Starry's gone. What happened? I assume he disconnected. Couldn't have C-fitted, right? Well, that sucks. Not going to be a very good fight from the 343 guys there. Toro still here with all of their guys. So. And they're just steaming on in. Full speed ahead. They are supersonic here. I think. Kinda supersonic? A little bit. Just a tad supersonic. Alrighty. What is the situation here? How far away? I think Toro is very much squarely up there, definitely inside the bubble. Looks like 343 have just entered the bubble. So, if Toro are able to sort correctly, then this should probably be like an incredibly fast fight, because again, Toro's entering with a full 5-man, 343 are down a guy, and then 343 unfortunately have an F16 on their side, so they couldn't do any. So that F16, can't do anything first pass, even if it wanted to. So you're just gonna have 2 Toro dudes able to press. Able to just press the 343 guys uncontested, and sure, that F16 poses a dangerous threat at higher altitudes against those Hornets that decide not to defend, with his AIM-9s. But if they're diligent enough, then it won't really matter, because all you would need to do is like kind of periodically flare out of in mill power, and you should be pretty much safe, and you can just press and kill them. So like, it's gonna be a really, really rough fight. So I'm already predicting now that Toro is gonna win. But if 343 somehow wins, that's gonna blow my freaking mind. All right, first Sparrow shots out here from 24 miles. Very, very long range for Hornet. And they are subsonic, but they are back up at 40,000 feet. Wonder why they went back up to 40,000 feet after not getting that high on the first try. Interestingly, Rossman is the first one to take a Sparrow shot, and he's all the way in the rear, followed by Unamu, and then Null fires a Sparrow here, and it looks like Sunikukun is pressing very aggressively. Is he not targeted? Is he really not targeted? There's no way, right? Yeah, holy crap. Toro completely failed to target Sunikukun here. They targeted the Hornets. They fired 5 missiles at the Hornet, and now they're turning cold. Werewolf turned cold. Mustang turn. What is going on? I mean, you got the 3 Toro guys right here flowing north. Kistoy recommits here, fires a Sparrow out. Oh, that sucks. I think one of the 343 guys just went down to a first pass Sparrow. That blows. But Kistoy here, Suni Kukun, they're merging high to low. Looks like Suni Kukun knows, and he's trying to slow down really, really aggressively there. Rossman, I think, just went down to something and then, wow, okay. F-16 Suni Kukun just went down to a C-fit, I think. Maybe might have blacked out there. What the? And now it's just null. What is going on? And he's down to 3 Sparrows. I mean, he has 5 missiles. That's enough to kill everybody. 2.5 mile Nej or tail shot out here. Looks like that one might connect. That one's definitely connecting with that guy climbing up into space for some reason. Ooh! Oh! Proxy fuse. Proxy fuse did not help him there. Also, Null firing a Sparrow out into nothingness for some reason. Now he's getting targeted by Werewolf and Mustang. Werewolf taking a 4-mile shot. Oh, this is not looking good. Yeah. Wow. Wow, that was rough. Holy crap, that was rough, dude. And Toro coming out here with a flawless victory in the 3rd round. Wow. That was really that was, I mean, I'm sorry. That was really bad. Holy crap. You had Starry disconnect. Rossman went down to a first pass Sparrow, I think. And then Suni Kukun and his F-16 C-fitted, it seemed like, trying to merge high to low at really high speeds. He just couldn't slow down enough, couldn't pull enough G without blacking out, and he just slammed into the ground. And then you had Unamu, he died, and then Null was the last one alive, and he just got picked off. He just, like, there was nothing he could do. His Sparrow, unfortunately for him, that really sucks that his Sparrow on whoever it was, Werewolf or something, did not connect. That one's really dumb. That he should have definitely at least gotten a kill there. Made it not such a clean victory for Toro, but Jesus, man, wow. That sucks. We look at the loadouts for the Toro guys. We got 1 Sparrow, 3 9s. Mustang over here with 2 Sparrows, 2 9s. Werewolf over here. He's got 2 Sparrows, 3 9s. Kistoy with 1 Sparrow, 2 9s, and Parox over here with 3 Sparrows and 2 9s. So plenty of missiles on every single one of them, obviously, but honestly a lot less missiles than I thought they would have had. I guess they did kind of really aggressively fire Sparrows in the first pass, or not in the first pass, but you know, in the first pass, successive shots after, you know, halfway through the first pass. So, but yeah, man, that was a really rough round there. That should have looked to be like a really, really good one, and it ended so quickly. Probably the fastest round by far. We'll actually have to take a look at how quickly that one ended. Well, at least we can take some time to admire the Toro skins. All chromed out there. They got their bull on the back, Toro Squadron at the top. And again, I believe Toro are Spanish, a Spanish national team, if I'm not mistaken. And obviously, because they won, we're going to be riding along with them to make sure that they land appropriately. Man. Looks like they're nosing down now to go ahead and go land. Man, look at that swarm of hornets, man. Let's see, how far away are they from their base? Oh, they're right here. They're gonna be coming in for a landing here, 16 miles. Yeah, Panoramics could not predict that at all. That first round was so solidly Toro's. You know, they only took one loss, and then the second round, 3-4-3 just came in and absolutely demolished Toro. Like it wasn't even close. They just crushed them, and ended up on top with only losing one man, and that was their F-16. And then in this one, they just it was like really bad how hard they fell apart there. Absolutely could not predict that in a million years. That was crazy. Yeah, I know. 10 Hornets is not something that I was expecting. Really, that was pretty crazy because they, like, I mean, I don't really know. That was a really crazy crazy fight. 10 Hornets is rough, especially if you don't have like the other squadron's skins. It's kind of rough for 343 because they do fly a low vis skin. Toro, very high vis skin, chromed out black on the tail section. Very easy to spot each other, you know, especially compared to like a default gray. But, you know, if 343 don't have the Toro skins installed, then they're just going to see gray, and the only identifying feature, you know, visually for them is going to be the red Japanese roundo. And look at this beautiful 5-ship overhead break from Toro Squadron. Spectacular. Absolutely gorgeous there. really, really aggressive descent rate there from Toro, and he even flared it right there at the end. Big no-no from for the Hornets there. Very smooth landing there. Alrighty then. That is it for the Toro versus 3-4-3 match. Unfortunately for 3-4-3 in that last round, they kind of got, I don't know. They just horrible luck there. Very, very bad luck. So, just could not hold it together there, and they lost. Toro playing very, very well in round 1, very, very well in round 4, although obviously, or round 4, in round 3, obviously, but even, played very well in round 3, even though 3-4-3 were handicapped severely by missing a plane and you know, having a Fox 2 only, a short-range Fox 2 only aircraft in their midst. So just very, very unfortunate. And besides just confirming what happened to each of the 3-4-3 guys, besides just confirming what happened to each of the 3-4-3 guys, I don't think there's much need to go and look at the Tacview. Rossman, I'm pretty sure got one tapped. Rossman, I'm pretty sure got killed in the first pass. Suni Cuckoo died from blackout or something. He definitely C-fitted. Null got just run down and destroyed by every one of them, and Unamu, I think, just died in a head-on to a Sparrow or something. So that was kind of rough. So I think I'll just end it there. No real need to, like I said, go in there and just confirm what we all probably know. So yeah, I know. Yeah. So that was Toro versus 3-4-3. Toro came out on top. 3-4-3 will now be booted completely out of the tournament, unfortunately for them. Toro will continue on further in the losers bracket, and they do have, again, in the losers bracket does not mean you just straight up lose the tournament. Whoever wins the losers bracket goes and fights the winner of the winners bracket, and then whoever wins that match will win the tournament in its entirety. So it gives teams the ability to come back even from an initial winners bracket loss. You know, so Toro still has a chance to come back and just straight up win the entire tournament if they can pull that off. But they do have a little bit of a ways to climb, seeing as they were put in the losers bracket. So that being said, you know, again, I'm going to be streaming Red Star versus 64th probably tomorrow. That is, what day is it? That's Wednesday, the 17th of August. Probably gonna follow it up with Wolfpack versus Griffin, and then probably Wolfpack versus OTP. That's another losers bracket match right there. And then I think that should be all cut up with what's available besides TMC versus Alamo. But like I said, I'm not going to stream my own team's matches. You know, so I'll let somebody else pick that up. And yeah. Yeah, anyways. Thank you guys so much for the support and the viewership and everything and all that. You know, thank you guys all so very much for watching. And have a nice day.